What a fantastic night of junior hockey that was on display. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. That was, especially that USA Finland game to close off the night. So close, so exciting. But first and foremost here, Canada's onto the gold medal, baby. Oh, what a win against our rivals, the Russians. And very different look in this tournament this year with the Russians not even scoring a single goal the entire tournament. But Canada's been steamrolling this whole thing. The group of guys that they've put together for this is something special. The amount of talent on this team, 21st round picks, no weaknesses whatsoever, strong in goal, very deep, physical, and aware and smart on defense, quick puck movement, and then the forward group is absolutely stacked. Every single one of their forwards is a first round pick. It's insane. So we end up beating the Russians tonight 5-0 with goals from Newhook to start. He comes back from that injury, and what a shift from him to start that game. Very impressive, just buzzing out there, and the release on that shot, it was so quick, in and out. He didn't even know it went in. They end up reviewing it. It counts. McMichael gets one in front of the net as well, Perfetti, and then Schneider, who also had a good game for Canada, defenseman there. In the second period gets one, and Cousins closes it off, the team leader in points with 16. Again, just showing what he can do out there. Yeah, fantastic performance from Canada. The thing is, because they've dominated this tournament so heavily, most of the games haven't been overly entertaining in terms of like edge of your seat, stressed out. But you know what? The United States are not going to go down easy. This is a very, very skilled United States team, and their game against the Finns was incredibly exciting to close off the night. What a strong performance from both the Finns and the United States. And the Finns were no slouch in this tournament. They always play Pesk. They're one of the most systematically sound teams. Always. They're always one of the strongest teams, and it was no different tonight. Even though they went down 3-1 at one point, they end up battling back, maybe from some of the momentum gained off of the kind of boneheaded Cole Caulfield puck over the glass play. The States killed it, but after that, the Finns end up coming back, tying at 3-3, and you know what? I'm kind of loving that Kaliev got the goal for the United States, Arthur Kaliev. Habs fans been kind of on his case a little bit, wondering why Caulfield's not up on that first line with Turcotte and Zegras. But at the end of the day, this United States team is winning games. They got the best power play in the tournament, and sometimes you got to spread out some depth. I think Cole Caulfield has had a fantastic tournament. He's doing all the small things right, and Kaliev has had a really strong tournament too. He's got some size. You're going to want that on your first line. So I've quite enjoyed watching the United States through this tournament. They've had a lot of competition. They were placed in the much harder group with the Russians and the Swedes, and now they've also had to face the Finns in the quarterfinal. And the United States, the only team they lost to in this tournament was the Russians. So they are 5-1 compared to Canada's 6-0. Now, if you look at Canada's competition, they were in a group facing teams like Austria and the Swiss and the Germans. But at the end of the day, none of this all matters. We're down to the gold medal game. It's all on the line. Two strong teams. I am not going to be taking the United States lightly, regardless of what Canada has done in this tournament. You look at, I'm going to hype up Canada too, so don't worry. But if you're looking at the States, Trevor Zegras has been absolutely on fire. He as well has 16 points, just like Dylan Cousins. And they're two very different players. Trevor Zegras, very skilled, like hybrid, solid playmaking, solid vision. He's got a nasty, accurate release that he can just pinpoint shots. Very smart player. He aware of his teammates. I can't say enough good things about Ducks prospect Trevor Zegras. He's been fantastic. Alex Turcotte, another strong guy for the States. You look at their defense, very fast, very skilled. Jake Sanderson, as well as Cam York, two first-round picks back there, and Spencer Knight, the second-best goalie in this tournament. So the United States are very strong, not as deep as Canada, and not as physically capable and as strong 5-on-5 as Canada, but nevertheless a very fast, skilled team. Now, if you look at Canada, Dylan Cousins, he's been on fire. And that matchup with him and Zegers is going to be really good. And I have a feeling Cousins is going to win it out. He's a big body, responsible defensively. He's not flashy, but he gets the job done. He drives the net. He makes very strong defensive plays, puck takeaways. All of a sudden, the puck's heading the other way, and Canada has a high danger scoring chance, and he's likely finishing it. He's been lights out for Team Canada in this tournament. And so is Connor McMichael. There's another guy, another first round pick looking real good with 8 points in this tournament. And Peyton Krebs, 8 points as well. Just firecracker out there, very similar to Brendan Gallagher, looking really strong. Quentin Byfield on the third line with 7 points, but he's kind of accepted a shutdown role. He's a big body as well. He's doing a fantastic job out there. The Canadians are just they're very hard to get anything going. It's very hard to get anything going against them. They're just that strong and experienced and have such well-oiled chemistry. I think the 6-week camp for the Canadians has benefited them very, very highly. Just being able to get together and get to know each other and get comfortable with each other, even more so than you already were from past tournaments. And that was kind of a slight advantage that they might have had over other teams who are still, like in the States, finishing hockey here and there in the NCAA, and then all the travel that the Europeans had to deal with. So there's definitely that on Canada's side too, but they have been really good, and their defense is huge. It is stacked. The first pair, Jamie Drysdale, has been really strong. Strong offensively, but his defensive play paired up with Bowen Byram has been nothing short of brilliant. He had a really good play against the Russians, back checking on a breakaway, and close them off. Just really strong. And Bowen Byram too. These two are eating crazy minutes for Team Canada. Caden Gooley. Can't say enough about this guy. 18 years old. What he's doing in this tournament for Canada right now is huge. Habs prospect, so I'm excited about it. But he had another really strong game against the Russians. His stick work is strong. His gap control is strong. He shuts the opposition trying to get past the blue line. He's very physical and aggressive. And Schneider cut from the same cloth as well on Canada's second pair. And then you can't forget. Got to bring this up about Team Canada. All the Maritimers represented on this team. We mentioned Alex Turcotte, who had the goal. Alex Newhook, who had the goal from Newfoundland in this Russia game. Then there's Dylan Mercer, accepted a PK role, shutdown role on the Canadian fourth line. He's got up on the board on the PK. He's been looking really good. Then there's Ryan Spence on the back end. And of course, Justin Bear in Halifax's zone and Halifax Moosehead, who is paired up with Caden Gooley back there. So there is a ton of experience, and a ton of skill, and just you can't say enough about Team Canada. Unless you have some stuff to say about Devon Levi, who is putting up record goaltending numbers for Team Canada right now. He is rocking a 0.53 goals against average. That's just something else. And a 9.75 save percentage. And that's in comparison to Spencer Knight, who's been insanely strong as well. But Levi's numbers are godlike. We're looking at a 9.75 for Levi to a 9.21 save percentage for Spencer Knight. So that's going to be a big battle. The goaltenders there for the Americans and the Canadians. But for me, I just think the Canadian physicality, the responsible 5-on-5 play will hold true, and the depth that they can just roll 4 lines, roll all 3 D pairs will really be a strength for Canada. We've seen them, even though the majority of their games were against lesser ranked countries, we have seen them dominate the Finlands, shut them down completely, and shut out the Russians twice if you include the exhibition game. So it has been nothing short of a brilliant tournament so far for Canada, but we cannot take the United States lightly. This is a massive rivalry. It'll be huge to close this out on home soil and get the gold medal, defend it from last year's performance as well. So Cannot wait for this game tonight. It's going to be huge. It's a late one. It'll be on around 10:30 on TSN, whereas the bronze medal will get that 7 p.m. slot. And you cannot forget that bronze medal game either. Finland's, like I've mentioned, has been a strong team in this tournament, and so have the Russians, who came in as the second-ranked team in the world into this tournament. So the bronze medal is going to be great, but Team Canada, USA in the gold medal game. Hope you guys enjoy it. I think it's going to be absolute fire. Go Canada, go! Woo! Let me know what you thought about those semifinals games down in the comments and who you think is going to win this gold medal in the World Junior Championship, Canada or the States. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Scotian Canadian. And Habs fans, make sure to check out my YouTube channel for tons of strong Habs specific content. We got a big season coming up here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go Canada, go, baby.